go through the space. You're going to be seeing artwork by Amber Williams-King, right there at the side on my right. Amber Williams-King brought together words from a project called Holla, a collection of women's words, which was a project that was taught between two groups, Women Moving Forward and Literature for Life, the Women's Words Project. And their words were captured within the Holla book, and now it is captured within image and poetry on the walls. Secondly, we have the work of Marnie Wolf, also on my right. And so you also see some of the images and the way that she was able to use her photography to also go along with the theme of our evening. Now, we're going to have to ask you to really open up your ears and listen, because we have some very talented poets in here for you tonight who are going to be bringing some of their words from the artwork and from the book called Holla. So when I say Holla, I want to make sure, if you're listening, and if you're with me, and if you're with the poets, you're going to throw it back. I said Holla! Holla! Excellent. And right now we're about to bring up the one and only Whitney French. She is the author, the poet of a brand new collection of work called 3 Cities. And she's also in the Holla collection. Really put your hands together, because this is a great feat for Whitney French. Good evening. Is everybody listening though? I hear some chattering in the back.
Call it out, girl.
Because this is all about voices, right? This is all about women's voices, women's artwork, women's power on International Women's Day. So I just ask everyone just to give silence just a little bit so we can hear everybody's voices tonight. Appreciate that. Before I start, I want to thank Literature for Life and everybody involved in this project and for this event, for all the artwork, for all the backstage coordinating, all that stuff. So I just want to give a big hand for all the coordinators that we don't see that come up on stage. Thank you for Motion, wonderful MC. So I'm going to share 2 pieces with you from my book called 3 Cities. I would never have the courage to write my own book of poetry if it wasn't for the writing circle with Literature for Life. So this is an ode, kind of a dedication, thank you, a dedication to the work there. So the first piece is called 3 Cities. And 3 Cities is a book that talks about 3 cities in Canada that I lived in and experienced. Radford, Toronto, and Montreal. A lopsided triangle of places, time, and spaces, an idea of home I find encased in subway transfers and bus tokens broken down. Here's my long-distance relationship with my hometown. I paperclip home on each city sleeve, plant forehead kisses before I leave this place that's part of me. Radford, Toronto, Montreal, these cities all act as a home for me as I hoist and heave my heaviest hopes and dreams towards a locality canvas. But the reality of this is my poetic eye isn't destined to rest in one spot too long. My feet turn hot when I'm in Radford. I long for Montreal, and the air in TO gets me homesick, but I know traveling cures it real quick. The next stop, I don't stop. I move through street sensation, drop breadcrumbs through bus station, tire marks through destination that gets a triangular formation, connecting the T-dots to Montreal's hotspots and bringing it back to Bradford parking lots where I pack it into rest, but the best games were played on street names like Queen, Mariette, Barrie, Steeles, Northgate, DeCarey, filled with urban rhythms, country stars, porches, terraces, uptown bars, drinking $10 worth of rum and booze and fitted caps, blue scarves and John Deere shoes. The schizotropolis leads me to believe that this is how my ideas fuse. My imagination itches for a geographical crisscross, because without these 3 cities, part of my life, I'm lost. Some people were listening. That's good. I love that. I really didn't prepare this at all. love poem to the city of Bradford. Bradford is a small town south of Barrie, and that's where I grew up. So this is my town. The poem is called Brad. You raised me, but I returned to you older and furious. We love each other under summer stars, staggering softly between the smell of dried grass. But I've outgrown you. Blown you up to be a scary place where black girls cry alone in the dark. Outgrown you and shown you that there's a world bubbling beyond you and your boundaries. It's always been just me and you in the middle of nowhere, and I run out of air to curse you with. You've changed too. All the stuff that I gave you about not being town enough for me, you beefed up into a real city, and I hardly recognize you anymore. There was a time when I'd never want to see you or come back to you. Your face twisted my face sour all day long, but I miss the smell of your secret hiding spots. It brings me back to when I would circle your parking lots, when I was too young to ride your roads, and you fed me onions off a cargo truck once in the middle of the street, and I came back for more of your sweet veg. You made me feel safe when the big city scared me. I've outgrown you, but it's not easy letting go of you, and I can't say anymore. You know it too. It's why you whistle when I walk by. Promise to visit, but we both know I can't be yours anymore. Thank you very much.
All right, I want you to really put your hands together for the first time publishing of 3 Cities and Whitney French, who started it off for the night. An amazing accomplishment, because we saw as a group together when the seeds of that book, and to see it today, you know, here for sale for everybody here to take with them and read at home in the leisure of your own home. Definitely support the young and the emerging artists that are coming out of our city. So congratulations, Whitney. Now we're moving on. Having been torn from a family at a young age and having grown up without anyone to be an anchor in her life, this young poet has grown into a beautiful, strong woman with a passion for life and much love for her young son. And nothing is going to stop her from reaching her goals. She's here tonight to perform for you. Saw her in Women Moving Forward. Beautiful to see her here tonight. An amazing young woman as well as an amazing writer. So put your hands together for Nikita.
The first poem I'm gonna do is called True Beauty, and it's actually funny, I didn't know that the pictures and the poems were gonna match tonight. They do. Okay. Okay. She's the start of the day, dim at first and then gradually getting brighter. Protruding colors of yellow and pink, punching through the darkened shadows that linger like the fresh morning dew. She offers you a chance for change, forgetting all of what happened yesterday. She can be kind and unforgiving. She can be calm and offer you comfort. But other days she's cold and undetected. But she is there constantly, reminding you it's a new day. When you look at her, you may not recognize her, although she's there for you every day. Many times you look past her or don't even acknowledge she's there. But she is there, and yet you're too blind to see her real, true beauty. You don't like my attitude? Do you think I'm uneducated, ghetto, and rude? Do you assume I'm conceited? Do you assume I'm broken and that my soul has been defeated? You base all these assumptions just off my attitude? My attitude is what lets me take a stand against people like you. You don't know where I've come from, or that I'm a single mother with a son, just trying to get by day by day. Still, you have way too much to say. You don't know why I cry my tears or why I hold on to my fears. Were you there when my dreams were crushed? No. Your opinions, they come like a rush. Overwhelming, and you must stop. I got my attitude for people just like you. Uneducated, opinionated, and rude.
helps to help grow and works with many different programs, and definitely these first two young women are examples of that, of the space that we come together to make poetry and art. Now we have Miss Cola. Nicola Bennett, Miss Cola, discovered her talent for creative writing through childhood. Her poems have been recently published in Hala. You can also hear her on stage at the AV Project. You can read her. You can listen to her compositions. She's a musician and a writer and a mother. And you know that doing all three is not easy. But I definitely want to give much respect and lots of love. Put your hands together to Miss Cola.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the first piece I'm going to do is called Ode to Cloud. He is strong, reliable, my ride or die forever. He's my best friend, my main man, who leaves me never. We have the same commonalities. We like the same color blue. You like to ride, and I like to ride in you too. Do you remember when we first met? Yeah, I know you do. I knew right away that I loved you, and I'd always be true. True, you and I had our ups and downs. You've made me proud, and you've made me frown. But regardless, me and you be cruising town. Made me look good when I'm done be around. You was born in 02, had me in 89. But together, we both shine. I got you. Boo-hoo, I heard the horrible news. The man at the shop hit me with these big-ass blues. I loved you more than that brand new pair of shoes. Heard you was dying, got me sighing, it's all crazy upset. Just here reminiscing again about when we first met. How could I forget? Got all my belongings set and I was free. And I see my baby was stunting like me. Gotta be grateful for you sharing your life with me. You've been alive for 8 and mine for 4. But I never closed the door. But once more, I love you. You were always by my side. How was your Bonnie? And you my Clyde. My ride or die. Goodbye to my Superfly car. Y'all ready for the next one? Y'all ready? Yeah! Alright, let's go. As I stood in the lobby listening to the preacher man, a vibrant red dress walked through them doors. Through them doors, I have fast into my thoughts. My thoughts. I swear my thoughts are not my own. Oh, what do I own? Better yet, what do I own that I could use to get into that pretty red dress? My eyes don't lie, my tongue won't rest until I get into that pretty red dress. My eyes can't lie, and my dick won't rest until I get into that pretty red dress. My eyes are searching, lurking, marking her body. My tongue dances, my saliva flows. I smile, she smiles. Piece of cake. I'll be in her dress tonight. She was just another hoe, weakened by my side. Ha! I say, what you doing tonight? To my surprise, I get lost in her eyes. She's a different kind of girl. She ain't falling for my charm. This gonna take some extra work. Gotta put in overtime if I really want to make this pussy mine. A day, a week, whatever it takes. Sooner or later, I know she'll break. Then, and only then, will I be satisfied. Sex is my disease that has devoured me. It comes so easy breezy, like a buffet, different platters, different trays, that I never had to work hard to get. It came free. No one's ever said no to me, so I don't get her. Maybe my plan will work if I befriend her and gain her trust. She's so beautiful, it's a must. Limitless, I need to bust. Come here, y'all, I want to say and yell and grab her away. I my way to a place where she could be mine. Mine, all mine. Her pussy's so divine and so sweet. And I just want to beat till I'm up and then rest. But I cannot rest till I'm in that pretty red dress. Thank you.
That you can see that the poetry that these young women write is a way of expressing many different things, whether it's joy, rage, pain, hope, love. So using these words takes a lot of courage, and I definitely want you all to give it one more time to each and every poet who came up here so far, because to be able to touch the mic, and every poet knows that performing in a bar is the ultimate test. True? Right? Because you have to talk over clinking glasses and talking people, but the ears is really what's very important to be able to hear the words. And the eyes to be able to take in the images that are around us. I just want to make sure that we hail up the artists, the visual artists who did provide the paintings and the photography and poetry that you see here today. So Amber Williams-King, where are you? You can just put up your hand so people know. She's right here if you need to talk to her about the pieces. Marnie, where's Marnie? There's Marnie right there. So make sure you check her out as well. They'll be standing around here for you can speak with them. And the artist, where is she? I'm bringing her. Where's the artist for this side? I'm not sure where she is, but it's excellent too. Now, we would like to bring up the founder and the director of Literature for Life, Jo Altilia. So please give her a warm reception as we bring up Jo from Lit for Life.
Motion, and thank you everyone who performed tonight, and thank you all for coming out and helping us to celebrate the voices of women and women who are making a difference in their community for International Women's Day. What a way to celebrate ourselves. Because it's our stories and the stories of others that frame our identity and build our community and build bridges. So thank you all for coming tonight, and thank you for the performers. Thank you, Steam Whistle. I'd like to also thank Amber Williams-King, Marty Wolf, Aaron Shaw, Motion, of course, Whitney, Shani, Nikki, Miss Cola, Saba, and the other expose, which is this art collection you see on the other side. Helena, thank you, Helena. Helena's at the back. You can go and visit her. She's very lonely. And if you'd like to pick up a book at the same time, she happens to have them there as well. Nishan, Tarisha, Michelle for Rocket Promotions, Jessica, Adrian Clarkson, Harper Collins, the Gingrich Group, Roger Gingrich, and Anna. Where's Anna? Anna? Anyway, she's right there. Anna followed the group whose poetry you saw tonight for about 6 months, and she put together a documentary as part of her thesis for her master's program at Ryerson. If you'd like, I think we're still showing it up there, I'm not sure, but if you haven't seen it, you can click on our website and take a look. And also Miss Tamara, because it seems like nothing quite ever happens around Literature for Life, and Tamara isn't orchestrating the back.